What it does. Dockerizing a Python application involves creating a Docker image that contains the application code, its dependencies, and the environment required to run it. This process allows for easy deployment, scaling, and management of the application in various environments. Command/example. Let's consider a simple Python application that uses Flask, a popular web framework. Our application code is in a file named app.py. We'll create a Dockerfile and a dockerignore file to dockerize this application. Breaking it down. From Python 3.9 Slim, this line tells Docker to use the official Python 3.9 image as a base image for our new image. The Slim tag indicates that this image is smaller than the standard image, which makes it more suitable for production environments. Workdir/app, this line sets the working directory in the container to /app. All subsequent commands will be executed from this directory. Copy requirements. Text. This line copies the requirements. Text file from the current directory, i.e. the directory containing the Docker file, into the working directory in the container. Run pip install our requirements. Text, this line installs the dependencies specified in requirements. Text using pip. Copy. This line copies the remaining files from the current directory into the working directory in the container. cmd python, app.py, this line sets the default command to run when the container is started. In this case, it runs the app.py file using the Python interpreter. __pcac_ and pyc in dockerignore. These lines tell Docker to ignore the __pcac_ directory and any files with the pyc extension when building the image. This is because these files are generated by Python and are not needed in the image. Common mistakes. Forgetting to specify the workdir before copying files into the container. This can lead to files being copied into the root directory of the container instead of the intended directory. Not using a dockerignore file. This can lead to unnecessary files being included in the image, which can increase its size and potentially expose sensitive information. Not specifying the cmd instruction in the Docker file. This can make it difficult to run the container, as Docker will not know what command to execute by default. Try this next. To build the Docker image, navigate to the directory containing the Docker file and run the following command. This command tells Docker to build an image with the tag Python Docker example using the instructions in the Docker file in the current directory. To run the container, use the following command. This command tells Docker to start a new container from the Python Docker example image and map port 5000 on the host machine to port 5000 in the container. Pro tip. In a real-world scenario, you would typically want to use a more robust WSGI server like Gunicorn or UWSGI to run your Flask application. You would also want to use a reverse proxy like Nginx to handle incoming requests and distribute them to your application containers. To use Gunicorn, you can modify the cmd instruction in the Dockerfile too. This tells Unicorn to run the app application with 3 worker processes and bind to port 5000 on all available network interfaces. To use Nginx as a reverse proxy, you can create a new Dockerfile for the Nginx image and use the following configuration. This configuration tells Nginx to listen on port 80 and proxy incoming requests to the app upstream, which is defined as the app container on port 5000. You can then use Docker Compose to define and run multiple containers. This configuration defines 3 services: app, DB, and Nginx. The app service is built from the current directory, exposes port 5000, and depends on the DB service. The DB service uses the official Postgres image and sets environment variables for the database. The Nginx service uses the official Nginx image, exposes port 80, and depends on the app service. The Nginx conf file is mounted as a volume in the Nginx container. To run the services, use the following command. This command tells Docker Compose to start the services defined in the Docker Compose YML file. In conclusion, Dockerizing a Python application involves creating a Docker image that contains the application code, its dependencies, and the environment required to run it. By using a Dockerfile and a dockerignore file, you can create a robust and efficient image that can be easily deployed and managed in various environments. Additionally, using tools like Unicorn and Nginx can help you create a more robust and scalable application.